I've learned so much from defeats. You know, my students' defeats. After I beat Royler Gracie in 2003, that was in the middle of a tournament, so it wasn't like a super fight or anything like that. He was the second round of a 16-man tournament. So to win a 16-man tournament, you have to win 4 matches. I won the first one, and then I ran into Royler Gracie on my second match, beat him, and in the third match, I got fucking smoked by Leo Vieira, who's a multiple-time national or world champion.
And you weren't even a black belt at that time.
No, I was
right?
a brown belt still.
Right.
So I approached going to Brazil and doing that tournament like I had 0 to lose. I expected to get stomped. And it was right in the middle of me working on the Man Show and being super depressed. I was super depressed. That from day one, the producers, everybody, they
didn't think you had it?
Dicks. They didn't want to hire me. Joe made them hire me.
Good.
Because Joe said, Joe's right in the middle of Fear Factor. He's a huge star. And then he gets asked to do this show. And the only reason he considered it, because me and him were already writing we already had sketches.
Right.
So after I shocked the world, and it was the biggest upset in jiu-jitsu history, 20 minutes later, I get my ass tore up.
And did you...
I felt like, okay, it was like winning the Super Bowl and then them coming out going, you got to play another Super Bowl, and then getting killed in that Super Bowl. Would you still feel happy? You'd be like, I don't know, right?
But isn't that how life is?
I was like a little depressed back then.
Do you realize that that's how life is? It's like you can only really get on such a high. If your ego gets too high, I feel like, anyway, for me, every time there's going to be something right after that's going to level you out.
Yeah, when shit's going great, I'm like, damn, everything is so good. Something's about to fuck up. Someone's going to fuck some
I
shit
start
up.
taking my friends' pulses. I start making sure everybody's okay. I'm like, somebody's going to fucking drop around
I feel
here.
that way. So what I learned from that match was I approached that match with the worst mentality ever. I lost before the match happened because before that tournament, even though beating Royler Gracie was huge, I thought at that time the hardest guy was going to be Leo Vieira, because the championship before that, he was up a weight class and he went against my master, Jean-Jacques Machado. And even though my master, Jean-Jacques Machado, beat him in a higher weight class, my master didn't tap him. And he fucks me up at will. He taps me at will. So I thought, damn, that guy must be really good if he survived. He still lost, but he survived. And then by the time the next championship rolled around, ADCC, he decided to lose weight and come down to my weight class. I'm like, oh no, this motherfucker's gonna be in my weight class? Holy shit. So I was really worried about that guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried as much about Royler Gracie, who was the champ at my weight division the last 3 championships, and no one's ever scored a point against him. But because he didn't look menacing, he looked kind of lanky, he didn't look yoked, I felt like, fuck, I think I could beat him.
Right.
Like I felt a little
you
confident.
just had this
like I felt like I could beat him.
Yeah.
Just because he was skinny.
Yeah.
But Leo Vieira, he's like a super athlete, acrobat, doing backflips like it's nothing. I was worried about him.
Catching his own cum in his mouth, fucking wild shit.
So after I upset Royler, already right away I knew who was next. And I was thinking, it's like winning $1 million, but knowing you got to give it all back. Yeah. You know, they're like, fuck, how do you feel? You want $1 million? Like backstage, we're going, dude, you fucking you shocked the world. And I was like, yeah, I did, didn't I? But I'm thinking about my next match already going, and they go, how you feeling? I'm like, it ain't over yet. I'm about to get fucked up. And some guy's about to ruin my party. He's about to fuck my Super Bowl champagne popping celebration. That's all I'm thinking. I wasn't that happy because I knew it was all coming to an end.
And
so I approached that match thinking that he was gonna fuck me up. I was like already like he's gonna fuck up my whole party.
Like lightning can't strike twice.
And when I walked on the match to face him, he was really worried about me. He's in a yoga stance, or like he's sitting in a yoga position with his thumbs together like that, his eyes closed, and he's doing all these breathing exercises like on the side of the mat. And here I am walking out already thinking that I'm gonna get killed. And his coach is yelling like, some shit in his ear in Portuguese. I'm sure it was probably like, he's just a human. You could beat him. You're better than him. You got to get your self-confidence, like trying to pump. And I'm thinking, that is so unnecessary. Everything you guys are doing, you're gonna fuck me up. That's the mentality I had. I already lost.
Yeah.
And halfway through that match, he was fucking me up, passing my guard, and just getting all these points. And I was just like listless. And then halfway through that match, I snapped out of it. And I thought, wait a minute, what the fuck am I doing? I got to go after this guy. What am I doing? Like, I'm in a fog over here. So it was too late, though. I snapped out of it. Even if I would have had a winning attitude, he would have still beat me, but not as bad, I think. So I learned from that how important having confidence is in doing anything, whether it's jiu-jitsu or music, or you got to have confidence.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not confidence that you're going to win 100%, but confidence that you can win.
And that you know what you're doing.
You can win. Yeah, you can lose too, but you got to know that you can win too if things go your way with a little luck and.
Yeah, I used to be so bad at basketball. I used to be so good at basketball, but when I would get in the games, I would be so nervous that that would overshadow any of my skill set or anything.
Yeah.
It felt like my hands didn't belong to me anymore. It just felt bizarre.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with my physical ability. It was all wrapped in
confidence.
Yeah.
And stand-ups like that. If you don't have confidence, you get on stage, you're going to eat shit.
Yeah.
You got to you better fake that confidence. You better get up there and do it.
Yeah, it feels a lot more. Yeah, and that's one thing that's changed for me in the past year, even 2 years, is just I feel when I get on stage now, like, oh, I'm excited about putting on this show for these people, rather than can I put on this show for these people?
Yeah.
You know, it's not can I anymore. It's I'm excited
to have fun.
Yeah, I'm going to have fun and they're going to have fun.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a blast. And I don't even feel like it's almost less ego now. It used to be like I had this chip on my shoulder sometimes, like I'm going to show these motherfuckers, this Eminem, like fuck all these white people, even though I'm white, I would say like shit like that. And I get out there and I would just want to hammer the jokes into them so hard, but it came from a place a little bit of edge,
Yeah.
Whereas now it comes from a place like I want them to have fun,
Yeah.
And I know that if I take care of myself and show up and be okay and ride this confidence, that I know it's going to work for both of us,
Yeah.
It's definitely a little bit different. What's up, guys? Sitting here with this marijuana plant. I think also could be just a regular plant. Could be poison ivy, bro. I'm about to smoke myself in some itchy. Just watching other clips since you're already here. You know what I'm saying?